Welcome to another video about an obscure American diesel locomotive, inspired by the works of Amtrak Guy 365 and Pensy-Fan 19. Today we're looking at the General Electric BQ23-7. 10 of these strange looking things were built in 1978 and 1979, exclusively for the Seaboard Coast Line. The design was directly based on GE's popular B23-7, with the Q referring to crew quarters. In other words, the BQ23-7 was essentially a standard B23-7, albeit with a massive cab to accommodate a 5-member train crew, thus making a case to remove the caboose from freight trains. To me, the cab looks like that of the old E60 electrics from the Black Mesa and Lake Powell Railroad. Interestingly, the BQ23-7s used reconditioned Blomberg bogies from EMD trade-ins, with the use of Blomberg bogies apparently giving a smoother ride. By the way, here in New Zealand we often call them bogies instead of trucks. As for other technical details, these curious beasts were equipped with a GE 7FDL-12 prime mover and boasted a power output of 2,250 horsepower. The locomotives came in at a length of 62 feet 2 inches, roughly 18.9 metres, height of 15 feet 4 inches, or 4.7 metres, and width of 9 feet 11 inches, or about 2.7 metres. Top speed was around 70 miles per hour, and the wheel arrangement was Bobo, meaning all 4 axles are powered across a pair of 2-axle bogies. These engines were originally numbered from 5130 to 5139, with my favourite of the bunch being 5137, because that's also the number of a KiwiRail diesel locomotive. They were put to work on freight services throughout the Seaboard system, running in states such as South Carolina, Georgia, Louisiana Moonbeam, Virginia, and other states in the southeast US. As stated previously, the BQ23-7s were originally built for the Seaboard Coast Line, later the Seaboard system. In the mid-1980s this was taken over by CSX, who renumbered the locomotives as 3000 to 3009, with 3005 having the same number as one of KiwiRail's DSG shunting locomotives. In terms of liveries, they all started out in the standard Seaboard Grey, which some of them retained throughout their entire lives. 3008 was repainted in CSX's Stealth Grey livery in 1988, 3009 got an all-over grey livery in 1989, and 3003 got the YN2 livery in 1991. If my research is correct, these were the only BQ23-7s to be repainted in full CSX liveries. Despite these specialised modifications at the front end, the BQ23-7s were unpopular with locomotive crews. So starting in 1991, CSX converted all 10 of them into B units, by placing over the cab windows and removing the controls. These modifications were made because of crew concerns on the locomotive's safety, should it be involved in a collision. Most of the converted locomotives had the letter B added to their numbers, as an indicator of their new purpose. Now looking even more unusual than before, these locomotives remained in service until at least 1998, but they had all been retired by the early 2000s. Sadly, none of these unique locomotives survived into preservation, as they were all scrapped in 2001. Fortunately, there are plenty of the normal B23-7s still around today, including those on the Finger Lakes Railway in New York State. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed learning about the General Electric BQ23-7. Credits for the photographs used in this video can be found in the description. If you haven't seen it already, please consider inspecting my recent video on the EMC AB6, which is another obscure and extinct American diesel.